Jonathan Owens, who's not here yet, will be getting here. I guess he needs to make an entrance. He's a published author, and we're going to be promoting his book. My name is Oscar, but I go by O'Dog. Now you can find me on Facebook at O'Dog Spoken Word, and I have a website on Facebook. I'm also selling copies of my book for $5.95 each. It's a compilation of my, I had an aneurysm rupture in my brain when I was 10. And what Teens Stay Positive is where we've all overcome impossible odds. And what we do is we go around and we do inspirational speaking at schools, and we have Jonathan, who is the president of the company. He is a published poet, and I'm a published poet, and the other member of Team Stay Positive, he makes up inspirational quotes, and we put them in frames and we sell them at fairs like the Middlesex County Fair, the Dunelm Fair, stuff like that. We also sell these T-shirts, and we sell other memorabilia. We can talk about that after if you are interested. But we're going to start now, and I'm going to read you something that I wrote. Just so you know who I am. Okay. This poem I wrote about my head injury. It's actually in my book. It's called Bomb in My Head. Why is this happening? What was my felony? Never committed a crime, never caused any travesty. I didn't deserve this, just trying to have fun. Not a care in the world, just my mother's son. Head full of spaghetti curls, there's a bomb in my head. Why not just end it? This futility that I'm force-fed. Don't want to live this way. Don't want to be a part of this. Fear opening my eyes another day. My ignorance truly was my bliss. There's a reason this happened, they say. Don't want to hear what they mention. Only have one question. Only one thing really needs to be said. So I just have one question. Why, oh why did they put a bomb in my head? And that was something I wrote about my aneurysm. With my book, it talks all about the things that I've gone through in my life, the obstacles I've overcome. And what I do is, with every obstacle I've overcome, I have a poem that goes with it. So it's in there with the thing I went through. Let's bring up. Yeah, come on up.
Sure.
And how we're going to do this is every poet that wants to perform, he's going to have 5 minutes to do 2 songs. And then every spoken word artist is going to have 5 minutes or 3 poems. But before I give you the first guy, come on, John. This is Jonathan Owens. He's the president of Team Stay Positive. and he's the published poet that we're promoting today. His book will be available for signings and for sale. So why don't you say one quick poem, that one of the ones that you know off your head, so we can get started.
My name is Jonathan, and like you said, I started this group called Team Stay Positive, and what we do is we spread positivity to the community, inspiration, motivation, and support. Also like him, I had a lot of obstacles that I had to overcome in my life, and the first poem that I'll tell you right now is one of my first ones that I realized I had talent, and I put raw emotion into it. So it goes, they say in poems, there's supposed to be a lot of meaning. Well, to me, I suppose, I'm just a human being, looking forward for what's right, as what's behind me, I try to hide it out of sight. Cause I have a lot of demons that I've held tight, a lot of love let go I never kept, the love just let go out of my chest. When I took that road, I ain't looked right, I just went left. Cause I was the young kid, hanging with them older thugs, trying to hide the fact I have a mother who does drugs, instead of one who gave kisses and hugs. So I guess I blame her for my faults and doings. Nah, it was me, and the drugs I was pursuing. It's the roads, the turns that I kept choosing. If I could go back and choose, right or left, I'd pick straight. Cause that's the only way I could be guided by fate. Put my hands together for God's sake. Even though at times I feel that God is fake. But in this time, it's never too late. I can still change, be real, oppose. Pick from friends or foes. Well, this is my life, and it's the life I chose. So now, the casket will close. Cause I'm just a human being, I suppose.
I have a few copies here. If you like what I'm doing up here, they're free. Low price of free. Doesn't get any better.
Such a great one.
And this is a song I wrote for my old dad, Kurt Hutchins. Typically I let things like this smile cheek to cheek. But if we never get there, you'll find love elsewhere. I hope that it's just like, I hope that it's just like you dreamt it would be. Can't help it, baby. The thought of you makes me smile cheek to cheek. But if we never get there, you'll find love elsewhere. I hope that it's just like, I hope that it's just like, and I just can't help it, baby. The thought of you makes me smile cheek to cheek. But we ain't gonna get there, so when you find love elsewhere, I hope that it's just like, I hope that it's just like you dreamt it would be. Ooh. Encore at the very end. Thanks, guys. Let's see. The new one or the cover? Tay, it's up to you. The cover? Oh, no, it's not gonna happen. But this is a sad song that I like a lot that I didn't write. For you, I was a flame. Love is a losing game. 5-story fire as you can. Love is a losing game. Why do I wish I never played? Oh, what a mess we made. And now the final frame. Love is a losing game. Played out by the bends. Love is a losing hand. More than I could stand. Love is a losing hand. Self-professed, profound, till all the chips were down. I know you are a gambling man. Love is a losing hand. Though I'm rather blind, love is a fate resigned. Memories name on my mind. Love is a fate resigned. Oh, the futile odds and laughed at by the gods. And now the final frame. Love is a losing game. Thank you for having me.
Don't leave. You'll come back out.
Absolutely.
Okay, next artist I'm going to give you is Redman.
Thank you. This is a cover of a song called 1904. Well, some may say it's not even funny. There you stand, not even trying. They say it is in line with the ages. Sometimes no, it's just your mind. But the lesson is And if there was just a way I could tell, it's been long, but you are right. And the singing is slow and so quiet, like the sound when you sweep up the floor. And now something about the dirt is just different, since they should be earth in 1904. Something passing by, I was sure. And the only one you can tell it to, well, it's the only one you'll ever know. And since one rock was made to go through my window, there's something so strange and something louder than before. And you're living with no light or direction, damn precise, and now you know that believing is hard, but you go now, and you feel what you drag across the floor. And now something about these trails are just different, since they should be earth in 1904. Something passing by the shore, and the only one you can tell it to, well, it's the only one you'll ever know. And some may say it's not even healthy, body is young and mind is short. That something is so right when you're thinking, because they shook the earth in 1904.
This one, Redmond and I, actually, when I walked in, I started, this is a song I wrote, and I started singing it, and he was able to pick up on the chords. So we're gonna perform that for you guys right now. Today on the streets, not enough to eat, but what I've got is what I need. Send it forward is what they say. To keep it you must give it away, more than one and day by day. 'Cause action's louder than the words we say. Gratitude is black or white, no shades of gray. If you hear nothing I say, at any time you can start a new day. Today I see a new way to get the life that they say, from not ever having enough to a fist. Story walk up, it's time to make a change. It's time to go the right way. 'Cause gratitude is an action word that's learned, not just heard. Gratitude is black or white, no shades of gray. if you hear nothing I say at any time you start your day. Time to make a change. It's time to go the right way. Use gratitude is an action word that's learned, not just heard. Today I see a new way to get the life that they say, from not ever having enough to a fist or walk up. It's time to make a change, time to go the right way. 'Cause gratitude is an action word that's learned, not just heard. Send it forward is what they say. To keep it you must give it away. More than one and day by day. 'Cause action's louder than words we say. Gratitude is black or white, no shades of gray. If you hear nothing I say, anytime you start your day. Time to make a change. It's time to go the right way. Gratitude is an action word that's learned, not just heard. Gratitude is black or white, no shades of gray. So if you hear nothing I say, anytime Now I want to introduce you to somebody. This guy co-established Team Stay Positive. He's been an instrumental part in a lot of people's lives. I want to introduce you to him, John.
Thank you, Oscar. Yeah, Jonathan and I co-founded Team Stay Positive. I'm not sure if you guys are familiar with it. It's a movement to spread positivity. It's a t-shirt company. And we spread this positivity in the community through inspiration, motivation, support. We do that through motivational speaking. We do volunteer events and support through our Facebook group. So if you're interested, I have a catalog with our t-shirts. If you want to support us. If not, look us up on Facebook, like our page, and see what we're all about. Thanks for listening.
Now, who else wants to perform? Well, Redmond, come on back.
Just do anything?
Yeah.
I don't know. Okay.
Alright, I'll see you that night.
song is called Lion's Heart. There's a palace of fallen, there's a smoke in the sky. There's a boy running down to see the loved ones tonight. He's catching the train to where he's heard you have been. He's a fool now among us, but a dreamer within, dreaming with you. And on that day there was snowfall in the street, yellow lights, cleared building rails just by those dark shores. In that land there's a winter, and that winter's today. And that day there's a moment when it all goes your way, and you know it's a lion's heart that will tumble and tear apart when he's coming down the hills for you. Can you still not remember? There is hell in the twilight, all the songs of despair. Do you remember a caller of a black and white crime? While he lives by that memory, it falls from his mind, and you know it's a lion's heart that will tumble and tear apart when he's falling down the hills for you. Well, the walk in the city forever, a walk in a time to be gone. And there's no real goodbye if you mean it, so I guess I'm forever alone. Now he's a stranger among us, he will die in the park, where he hides from the statues and weathers and months. That land there's a winter, and that winter's today. And that day there's a moment when it all goes your way, and you know it's a lion's heart that will tumble and tear apart when he's coming down the hills for you.
Okay, I'm going to bring you up our sponsor, Jonathan.
On this next one I'm going to share with you was the emotions that I went through. I got shot 4 years ago. And, you know, it brought a lot of feelings out of me. And I started writing a lot after that. And I didn't know how to deal with my emotions. So, you know, through poetry, that's why I started writing a lot. This one goes, my hands are cold and the ground is white. My knees buckle as I get closer to the light. My heart stops, but I keep going. Get shot till my story keep flowing. If water was hot, then I'd be soaking. Better dead than alive with a sudden not knowing. Come to find out, I'm not a rapper, I'm a poet. Just so you know it, the name's Jonathan James Owens. If I died today, it'd be a present, because I only lived in the past for a second. But the future comes without a breath. What's next? We ain't living tomorrow if today we experience death. If you want my life, you can try to take it, but you better get ready to fight like Rocky versus Satan, or like Freddy versus Jason. I'm not playing. This is how I feel, like the devil's really real, trying to get me to sign a deal. The next one I'm going to share with you right now is one of my newer ones. It's not in my book right now, but I'm looking forward to writing 3 more books. The next one's going to be Love and Dedications, The Missing Pieces, and A Star is Born. This one is like everything mixed in one. It goes, they say nothing's promised tomorrow, so why do I have doubts? The roots of all evil is money, which means that's my way out. Achieving my goals will be perceived as ego. I took the shot, it seems to be a free throw. A burden in my mind, but that's just me though. So I gotta take it with a grain of salt like a Frito. Put the chips on the table, but that isn't Frito. Life is a gamble, which isn't said enough like we know. Am I drowning in these thoughts? Or swimming like Nemo? It's like having cancer and not going for the chemo. I'm floating in the clouds, guided by two angels of light. The sun beams through the cracks, it's conceived as life. I can see my darkest days fade as I take flight. Is this death? How? I ain't give up without a fight. Beat down to the last breath, I rise with all my might. My dreams are almost reached, it's just out of sight. Giving up isn't an option, death isn't promised tonight. My eyes open and I realize this is just my life. My God teaches, He gives me a gift to perceive, recreate my own creative dream. The sky's the limit, this is something I believe. How can you put a limit on a perception of unlimited beliefs? Tune into an energy that's extraordinarily unique, built on a foundation of pain that's eternally deep. When it all clicks and makes sense, purpose is at its peak. The question of what if concepts an intuitive way I speak. The finding of oneself is what you see, based upon oneself and what you see. It all lies in the heart of love, care, and peace. Okay, this next one is actually, you go through my book and you go through the story of it, like, all the emotions I go through, and in the beginning, it's like the introductory, and then you go through the roads I took, and then it's like a riddle, and then when you get to the end, this one's more of like a rap-based one, so I'm going to say it with like a faster melody. It goes, fear runs live, so make the change, make the change. Fear runs live, so make the change, make the change. We only live once, I'm going to die trying. People know people, I'm going to keep on fighting. It's just the way we are, looking for a dream that isn't that far, yet we struggle to start. Fight for the meaning that's in our heart. I hope you remember this face, cause I was the realest kid that kept it straight. But my shit right, always had a fade. Told kids, you don't have to live that way. Showed them my life, so they didn't have to live that pain. True wisdom, I ain't have to wish that fate. I was just living, I was given that name. I took it as what it was and didn't complain. Held my head high and did my thing. I ain't finished, I'm getting ready to write this page. Newsflash, you're late, you ain't winning the race. The past is the past, you can't fix that date. Tomorrow's a gift, cause you'll be in that day. Cherish every moment, and don't be afraid. Fear runs live, so make the change, make the change. Fear runs live, so make the change, make the change.
Another one. This is actually in my book. I'm a aide for people with disabilities, and the reason I got into working with people with disabilities is because being that I'm disabled myself, it's a way to give back to the community, being that I've recovered from my disability. It's a way for me to bring others to where I am. So I wrote this for them. It's called You Are Beautiful. Adversity is given to the strong, not given to the weak. You may ask why so long, but He knows that you are not weak. You are beautiful. In your chest is the strength, in your head the resilience, whether it's a limp or simply a loss of abilities. You are beautiful. You may ask why or say it ain't fair, whether you're the same or seated in a wheelchair. You are beautiful. So when you can't go further and you want to throw in the towel, just take another step, because you have all the power. They say what don't kill you only makes you stronger, so keep your head up for one more day longer. For you are beautiful. No matter what you're dealt, even if it's hard, you always win as long as you play your cards. It don't matter what you're told, always play like a champ. as long as you don't fold and believe that you can, because you are beautiful. Ignore them if they tell you it's over, for tomorrow's another day, and they don't control you. Whether you can talk or you can stand, remember that you are beautiful. When I was a little kid, I was so good at eye-hand coordination and stuff that I had coaches talking to my parents about adopting me to become a professional baseball player. And then at 10, I had my aneurysm, and all of that kind of went out the window. So I wrote this about that. Tired of the game. Tired of being benched. Every day is the same, can't find a screw for this wrench. I wait for another battle, for another fight. I'll never intentionally give up, but I can't sleep because I don't have a heart that's light. He gives me a taste only to throw it away, feeling like I'm running, but he's blocking the base. They don't understand, they don't feel the sting. It's like playing cleanup but being afraid of hitting. The game is rigged, I'm playing against a ringer, but the coach blames me for the no-hitter. It's like I've been given a glove with a hole, but expected not to make an error. I'm told to lean into the ball, but to do that would make me a quitter. Not looking for the next game to wipe my tears, or a reminder of my futility. Just waiting for my 60 years, just looking for a sense of normalcy. Everyone says, forget it, just give in. They say, forget your intentions. But I'm not one for settling. That would only fuel my depression. So I step forward even though it's hard, and let the chips fall where they may. Can't help it, I've been built to play my cards, even if the stadium's closed for a rain day. I must go on because the alternative's worse. I need to go further because giving up would be my family's curse. So I keep on trudging, ready to hit the next pitch. But all in all, he's laughing at every pit and every ditch. Maybe expecting anything better is insane. Seems like the only reason I'm here is so he can be entertained. This life is exhausting. Looking for something better, but always called for balking. Opportunity knocks, but it's leaving. It's like buying the ticket, but the seat I ain't receiving. I run, but I'm never safe. He's the ump, always calling me out. So I just want to get up to the plate, but every hit is a foul. It's like playing at night without electricity. So there is no light. Pain is my infinity. Tired of this world, it's like playing a team I can't beat. I can handle his curve, but he keeps bringing the heat. I can't trust his call or believe what he says. Just want to play ball, but he won't even leave me on base. I show up no matter what I'm feeling, not interested in fame, but he won't even let me swing. I'm just so tired of the game. This one I actually wrote with Team. I wrote this when I started working with Team Stay Positive. It's called Help Another. So today I realize I have a calling, a mission I was meant for, a gift for incorporating, a way to unlock that door, a way to heal at the core. It may be looked at as a curse. I see it as a chance to help just one, so that they are assured that alone isn't the way it's done. A way to show them the answers within, if they allow others to pose the questions. Maybe they won't go down the same road that I've been steering, and they can one day see the gift that they've been given. It may not bring overwhelming wealth, and in my future there may not be fame, but it's a chance to use the cards I was dealt and not fold in life's game. So you may not buy the words that I am selling. You may think that this choice is lame, but it's worth it if one finds help from the words I am saying. So you may think you're his felony, but I've been given a gift for helping others. If nothing else, that's my legacy. I'm not sure how far this will take me, but I'm just here to help you. That's the beauty. So one day if you ask why, remember 4 little words. Help the next guy. Do we have somebody else that wants to perform? I was expecting a few more people, but they never showed. Do we have somebody else? Okay, come on up, Tom.
This next one I'm going to share with you, it's like that, when your mind tells you one thing, and then the other side of your mind tells you something else, like the good and the bad, I struggle. And, there's also a part in here, my cousin, his name is James, he has muscular dystrophy, and he's always played a big role in my life, you know what I mean? I feel like I've gotten a lot of heart, that's where my heart comes from. And, I put him in this one, because I wanted to have that part, but I have a couple poems actually for him. It's going to be in my next book, but I don't want to put that out until that book comes out. You ever get that feeling like you're slipping, stumbling, nothing to do? You're fighting, you're struggling, and you still can't move? I've seen that place, and I've seen better too. Why would I go back? Because you got something to prove. Here, take this, it'll change your mood. I'll help you when you're feeling down, I'll give you advice. I'll help you act bad, and get you feeling nice. I got you, John, I'm just trying to help. I'm you, so you could think of me as yourself. Oh yeah, well you talk a good game. I'm the other half. Don't listen to this fake. You got a dream, something you could reach one day. House picket fence or a cabin by the lake. Take a trip to the beach in the Sunshine State. Don't listen to this guy, he's just trying to make you change. You can't do it for you do it for James. Another one that I have in here, it means a lot to me too, because it was like those struggles that I went through. It tells a little bit about me as a person. You live your life filled with fears. It's an everyday struggle holding those tears. No free living is whispered in my ear, so I sigh as I take the last sip of my beer. I open my eyes, now I see clear. I live everyday life, just trying to succeed, with the end results of defeat. I fell many times, but still rose to my feet, so my heart keeps thumping without a missed beat. Even though I was pumping on the street, it doesn't make me bad. I was just trying to eat, looking for a place to rest at the end of the week, cause I'm sweating, stressing, I can't sleep from the nightmares of that night when I bleed. Sometimes that night I feel alright, I feel free, so I keep my rhymes tight, I'm nice when I speak. I get high time to time to find relief. Caught down, I'm stuck on a knee. Can't move, I just want to be free, as I sit here and freeze, with great thoughts of a vision, when your day ain't a struggle or a mission. It's about rhymes, reasons, the kids' addictions, getting scholarships and intuitions, lost nights, the people missing, girls getting easy money on the block, tricking. This world's fucked up, yeah, no kidding. So why should I lie if there's nothing to hide? Let days pass if I'm living to die. These are parts to the reasons why I get high. Sit back as the nights pass me by. Watch as my life takes a dive. Choose your path and pick a side. Good or evil, that's up to you to decide. I chose to be happy, so you won't see me cry. This next one that I wrote, I was in I don't know what kind of state of mind I was in. I was just a lot of emotions coming out of me, and it's kind of like one of those like crazy. I thought it was kind of crazy to me. Emotions running through me as I sit alone in the zone. Emotion can pursue me along the lines of separated minds moving. The pattern of my rhymes are intellectually improving. It's a fact that I'm giving extraterrestrial spoon, especially when I say I'm cool. It doesn't make me cool, it makes me foolish to follow a path of lives that's been proven, to crash through the odds of confusion, kind of react to lives we're losing, to all these fucked up drugs we're abusing. So you must please excuse me as I break down every part of our broken lives. No one listens to soaking cries, open minds of hopeless crimes. It's just opening the rhyme about the past and the things we've seen. Friends, families turning into fiends. A life that we chose to believe, a life that we chose to see. But in this life, I chose to breathe. Catch every breath, catch every broken leaf. Capture every moment we hold the stream. Capture this moment, I hold the dream. Outspoken, I'm known to be a special human being. It's just hard to fix this and what's broken in me. And with that, I guess I'll bring Oscar back up to MC. The MC thing.
Sorry.
Teleprompter.
Yeah, blame it on you if you had the teleprompter set up like you said you would. Here. I'm in recovery. I don't drink anymore. And I wrote this a couple of years ago about the fact that I don't drink anymore. People say it takes power to hold on, that it's weak to surrender. It lacks strength to say you're not done. Just depend on yourself forever. Isolation is our curse. It takes strength to get help. Absolute self-reliance makes you weak. So I encourage you to tell and get the help that you seek. Isolation is our curse. There's no shame in admitting you're over your head, because alone there's no cure. So if you hear nothing I've said, read on paper these words. Isolation is our curse. So always put yourself first, but consider them second. Because isolation may be our curse, but togetherness is our weapon. Isolation is our curse. If you have a problem, know I'm here. Leave nothing unanswered, no rock unturned. No need to be engulfed in fear, and allow me to help you learn. Because isolation is our curse. I'll be there to help you recover in times of need. No matter what I'll be your second, but you gotta take the lead. Because isolation is our curse, but I'm your weapon. This one I did not too long ago. Things were kind of moving too slow, and I kind of wanted to speed things up, and I got myself into a little trouble when I sped things up, so I had to slow back down. Up and down, through and through, round and round, nothing changes on the law. Wrong one. And I can't find it, so now I feel like an idiot. Not too long ago, about a year ago, my fiance and I broke up. And I was sitting at home and I was depressed and I didn't want to do anything, and I started thinking about the pain that she must have felt to leave the way that she did. And I kind of realized that it wasn't her, it wasn't me, it was the fact that she was engulfed in drugs and alcohol. So I wrote this. It wasn't you or me. She was so sweet when I met her. She had the talk, the walk, everything. She was all that and much more. Being around her made my heart sing. Together we were